Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review for Rose Camellia Collection on Nintendo Switch. Now this released on the 16th of April 2024 and I was looking to present a copy by Limited Run Games to give it a good old playthrough for this video review. Now this is a really fun game. Now this started life as a flash game over the years, or multiple flash games. It was then ported to mobile, and it's finally been ported over to the Nintendo Switch as well. And it's a game all about high-class slap battles. So, this game, it's called the Rose Camellia Collection, and it says you'll play your way through 5 games. Now, I feel like that's slightly misselling this, because these were obviously previously like flash games and stuff like that have obviously been like upgraded slightly. When it says 5 games, it really means like 5 scenarios, which is like 5 chapters, a sort of thing. Each one you play as a different protagonist, fighting your way through sort of like 5 or 6 battles, working your way through the story. So I wouldn't say don't expect to get like 5 massive games. You're getting one game that's split into like 5 chunks with a versus mode tagged in. Now, the aim of this game is super simple. You will face off against an opponent, and you both take it in turns. And if you ever played the game Slaps as a kid, it's very similar. You basically have to slap your opponent around the face and dodge their slaps. Now, if you're lucky enough to dodge their slaps, you can slap them back with a nice little counter attack to do extra damage. Game can be played in 2 modes. So I played this in handheld mainly with the touch screen, so you just press on the screen and you're like left or right, and it's to like left to dodge or right to attack, that sort of thing. It's very simple, just sliding your finger across. Or you can take the Joy-Con off, hold down like the A button and give it a good old smacking. Now I do think the Joy-Con mode is slightly more accurate. I feel like the touchscreen mode can be a little bit temperamental at times, especially in counter-attacks. I'd move my finger across the screen to slap someone back and it wouldn't register and stuff like that, which is annoying. But the core premise of the game is very simple, but very fun. It's literally all about looking for the cues that your opponent's about to attack. So maybe they'll raise their hand slightly, maybe there's a glint in their eye or something. Some enemies also like to feint and also like to do like 1-2 moves on you and stuff like that. But it's really, really fun, and you'll eventually be able to like dodge and feint and stuff yourself pretty well as you play through the games. Now, what I did like about this game, which I wasn't expecting, is it's fully voice acted. So the stories, they're all fully narrated, and the voice acting is on par. The graphics and stuff are really nice as well. It has this sort of like old school, like Victorian-esque look to it. All the characters are like that and stuff like that. And what you'll get to do is play through a variety of different scenarios, basically working your way up through high society against a whole host of people. Like you'll fight the maid, and then you'll fight someone that looks like this big beastie woman, and then like it should be somewhat like a Ghibli film, and then you'll fight other sort of uppity ladies and stuff. But it is really funny. It's interesting. It's very like reflex based and stuff like that, but I had a ton of fun playing it. You'll only get a couple of hours out of it for single player, unless you want to replay through them and stuff. Enemies do get more difficult as you progress through each of the stories, because they get more and more health, which is demonstrated with like flowers and roses on the bottom of the screen. There's also a versus mode. Now, versus mode will see you play either. Well, you play it as 2 player, but one of you can play as the like heroines of the story, the players. So you can pick one of the 5 girls there, and then the other person will play as like one of the 20-odd enemies you'll face in the game, which is quite cool. So I do like this. It also has Japanese voiceovers as well if you don't want it in English, which is nice. Yeah, really, really fun. Like a lot of fun. I had a lot of like uniqueness with it. Some of the enemies get crazier later on. Like they start off bog standard, but then like one of them looks like they've got boxing attire on, like Apollo Creed. One of them's like a robot and stuff like that. And it doesn't ever take itself too seriously. Now, this is available on the Nintendo Switch, and this is the only console it's on. It's $13.49. I definitely recommend, if you ever get this in a sale, grab it by all means. It's fantastic. I feel like there's not enough content though that'll keep you busy unless you've got friends for more than like say 2-3 hours at a push. After that, I feel like you've seen everything, you've done everything, and you might only just like sort of crack it out at a party or to show your friends how like stupidly absurd it is, because it is a laugh, it is funny, but it is very shallow in the sort of actual content that's on offer, in terms of like there's no new moves, like you can't do special moves or anything like that, you can't upgrade or anything, so you're basically just slapping your way through a host of people over and over again across 5 sort of campaigns basically. But I loved it. The art was fantastic. The soundtrack was great. The voice acting was great, and the premise is just absurd. So another fun game that I've got to cover from Limited Run Games. But hit that like button, guys. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.